So I like to look into all religions and all spiritual practices to seek the truth. A real truth seeker denies no knowledge and questions everything. So I'm gonna read a Bible verse, and because I think it has to do with unity consciousness. So just hear me out. Okay, Bible Exodus 3:13-15. How do you understand this phrase? What did God mean when he said, I am that I am is my name? Is God saying he is the ultimate am? I am the beginning, pure consciousness. The universe, the body is mine. The soul and the soul and the spirit is mine. The creator of all things, and all things are mine. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The window of the soul is me. The I am represents the totality of all that there is. Hence, I am is also part of that is and is not separate from that totality. So I am is a pointer towards the truth of who you really are. So perhaps it's pure consciousness and that's who you really are. There is only one I am. That is the one you know within yourself. So the person that you know within yourself as me is the same person everyone knows within themselves as me. This means that to the core, we are all the same. We're all made of the same substance, thus the same entity. We're all connected. That's why it says on the inside, we're all the same. We're all the same substance. We're all the same, same star stuff. We are star stuff. I think Carl Sagan was the one who said that. But once you study consciousness, you really understand how we are all one giant subconscious mind, as within, so without. And anyway, therefore, the I am within you is a universal I am. The consciousness within you is the universal consciousness. Source energy, if you will. Chi, prana, life force, whatever you want to call it. It's living intelligence, living intelligent energy. Or you can say the consciousness within you is the same consciousness within everyone else. This may seem confusing at first, but physically, we share the same world or the same place where two people standing right next to each other looking at the same thing can still notice completely different details and completely different experiences. Okay, so that last part had me thinking about something else. Two people standing next to each other. They're made of the same thing and they are the same thing. Hold on. Wait, I was just going to say, if you manifest a pizza, you manifested the pizza guy with your thoughts. Therefore, the pizza guy is your thoughts, thus making you made out of the same frequency. Everything is, because thoughts are frequency. So your frequency is the pizza guy's frequency. Anyway, this is how we all share consciousness. Maybe that'll be the title of this documentary. This is how we all share consciousness. How we share one consciousness. Anyway, we all share the same ocean of consciousness with individual different points of reference, largely due to different belief systems. Because beliefs create reality too. You got to remember that. Beliefs create reality. Thoughts are things. Thoughts and emotions create your reality. This is law of attraction. And so our experience is unique and different within this shared space of consciousness. But every once in a while, two people with the same consciousness, instead of focusing on individual experiences, can occasionally give attention to the same thing. When that happens, we are perplexed by the mystery and call it deja vu, coincidence, or having psychic experience. God was just making a reference of himself by specifically identifying who he was, so the children of Israel would know and recognize without a shadow of doubt that it was he that sent Moses to deliver them. It's like saying, God that God sent me to you, and God of your fathers. You see this in verse 15. God specifically identifies himself as being God. To begin, the term I am is simply God's name, nothing more, nothing less. God reveals himself by the names. So if there is a God, it would be consciousness. It would be pure energy. It would be the unity web of consciousness that is self-aware, self-intelligent, the higher self, the higher mind. Because your subconscious mind is active on higher levels. And if this thing can speak to people, to prophets like Jesus or Moses or enlightened beings, if enlightened beings get prophetic messages, then it makes a lot of sense, when you think about it in a consciousness matter, from a perspective of enlightenment. So please follow, please subscribe for more. This is just a little document I made real quick, some little findings, because I've always read I am that I am, and I always thought it meant like I am that. I am. Let me look it up real quick again. Well, here's an interesting thing. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I'm the one who is and always was and who is still to come, the Almighty One. If you think about this in a consciousness perspective, it talks about how energy, if God is energy, God is unity consciousness, or God is consciousness, aware of itself in a pure state. It makes sense because if you are the beginning and the end, it means you are eternal. You know, always was and always will be. That's eternal. Energy can't be created nor destroyed. So the science of God, checks out right here because it's eternal. And energy is infinite. And we are infinite spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. We reincarnate on Earth for a short time and then we can reincarnate. And you can see this in past life regressions where people, we can transcend space and time. We are multidimensional creatures. We are for sure multidimensional creatures. So we are multidimensional, infinite energy beings. And I hope that gave you some enlightenment on consciousness and God and the science behind God.